Hello. Today I have decided to dye my hair with Revlon Color Silk 05 Extra Light Ash Blonde. And I picked this up cheap at a Red Apple store. And I bought it because it's an ash and I'm having yellow issues. So I thought, well, for backup, it'd be good to have this around because I've used Revlon ash hair dyes before and they're always really good for ashifying. So I picked this up just to have it in my arsenal. And then recently I did a test strand 2 weeks ago actually. Plus yesterday I tried out Olea Silver. You can see that right here. And before that, 2 weeks ago, I did test strands beside it. So I've decided to do my whole head with this to lighten it up because I do like what I got with the silver here. But I think it'd be better if my hair was lighter first. So I'm going to do my whole head all over, and this is what I got now. It's about a level 9, so it's not too much of a job to lift it a little more. I have been using John Frieda's lightning spray on it to get it this light, and I figure that is pretty slow. Let's just go for it with 20 vol. Now, as you can see, it comes with 30 vol. I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use a 20 vol bottle from a Revlon box that I have. It's not the same amount, so I'll just make sure I get 60 milliliters of this 20 vol. Now it doesn't say 20 vol on there. Shame on you, L'Oreal. But I found out by email from L'Oreal themselves, yes, this is 20 vol. That's what I'm going to use. So let's get started. Oh, I hate it when people say that. All right. I got these old used gloves I've had for a while and haven't sprung a leak yet. Plastic measuring spoons. And we need 60 ml, so 2 tablespoons. That's 4 tablespoons. Clean, empty applicator bottle. 1. 2. 3. 2 fluid ounces, 60 ml. Okay, it doesn't have to be that precise. So I'm going to put my 60 ml into my applicator bottle. Oops. Make sure I get it all out. Bit of it can stick. Alright, I got it all out. Okay, ready to, actually I should section my hair before I mix. Incidentally, I used this developer for my test strip as well, so the results I'm getting are going to be what I expect. Although I have used the lightning spray a few times since I did my test strip 2 weeks ago. I've used it 6 times, so it'll probably end up lighter. And I didn't leave it on for 45 minutes. I left it on for 30, I think 20 or 30 minutes. This time I'm going to leave it on for 45 minutes because the top of my test strip turned out kind of darker than the bottom. I don't know if that's the right one, approximately. So I'm going to go down to about here in my first run. Section clips. Might want this. Well, the 4th one is somewhere, but 3 is enough. Okay, Should you start at the top or the bottom? I'm not sure. Probably at the top. Instrucciones. So it says clip it up into 4 equal parts, and then using your applicator tip make 1/4 inch partings. That's pretty small. I'm going to do bigger than that. Through the rest of the section and apply the mixture to the root area at each parting for a full head application. Do not rub it into your scalp. Definitely not. Ethanolamine peroxide with repeated use causes hair loss. We don't want to encourage that. I'm just doing this once. And the second ingredient in this product is ethanolamine. And this might cause me some severe scalp irritation. So if that happens, it's coming off because that's a drag. I think you're supposed to start at the top. It doesn't say. Unclip one section. It doesn't say which section. We'll start at the top. I'm going to move my part over as well so that it's in the middle. That's not bad. I think butterfly clips would be better than sectioning clips. These always pull my hair when I put them in. Okay, it didn't pull this time. Usually it does. I don't like that. I don't have much hair. That's why I only got one box. See, like that's 1/4 of my hair. It's pretty thin. It's long, but it's thin. I actually asked my doctor about that, whether my hormones are all right. Ow, okay, it's doing, ow. This one doesn't need to be done right because I'm going to do this one first. Right, let's just get this one. I'm not sure how you're supposed to use sectioning clips, but I twist it into a bun. This is actually bigger than the back section. Maybe I should. I'm such a perfectionist. It's amazing that I can do anything. This is an actual butterfly. Neat, huh? It's kind of big, but it's the only one handy. There. Ta-da. And it doesn't hurt. I'm going to get some more of those. Where's my pink one? Right, got my pink one. That's better. Okay, I put a new lamp over there behind the camera, so it had better lighting in here, and I replaced the bulb in there. So hopefully it is brighter now. Should be. Right, okay. That's probably why it hurts, because I twist it up in these little buns, and there's grippies on these. I try to be gentle. I haven't been to hairdressing school. I mean, that would be really fun, I think. Really interesting. I used to want to be a hairdresser when I was a kid. And when I was an adult as well, and I talked to a hairdresser while I was getting a perm in my 30s about that possibility. and she informed me about the stuff that you don't know, like about the logistics of it with money and renting a seat and or starting your own salon and dealing with people all day. Like, she really opened up. People do often open up to me. I guess I have that kind of aura about me. And like, without insulting me, but like, she let me know that she was happy to talk to me. But that, you know, I can understand that sometimes you might not be feeling social, yet you gotta go to work and be social. I probably wouldn't enjoy that. I'd probably be happier on the other end of a microscope, operating the microscope, or, you know, using petri dishes and doing science. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. Indeed. Right, I'm ready to mixy. Today is Monday, and I do have work this evening. I work alone for the most part, but I will be seen by a couple of people, but I'm not really bothered. They know I've been messing with my hair color. Nobody says anything, and if this doesn't turn out, that is, I can still go to work. All right, it's in. Exciting. Okay, I got it on. I have it combed through and loosely piled on top of my head, like the lady said to do. And I gave my mids 10 extra minutes. Instructions for this color, number 05, say 45 minutes total. Usually it's 25, but for this shade, they say 45. So I've got my stopwatch, and it took me 10 minutes to do my root area, so the first inch. And then I reset the clock and started again, and it took me 2 minutes to apply through the mids on all 4 quarters. And then I just kept the timer going up to the 8.5 minute mark. So the mids had 10 extra minutes, and then I put the rest of it, and there's just a tiny dribble left in there, but as much as I could get out because it went all bubbly, on all over the ends. And now I'm waiting for this to come to 45 minutes. So that will be 35 on the ends and 45 on the mids, and the roots apparently don't count because that's your application. You put it on. They give you 20 to 25 minutes to get it on and then start timing, but I always try to get it on as quickly as possible within 10 minutes so that I'm not getting over processed, although I know peroxide just stops working after a while. And it is looking kind of orange. My roots were getting hot while I was doing the mids, I noticed, so I spread them out with my fingers to let the heat out, and it cooled down pretty quickly. Yeah, it's looking kind of orange. God, I hope I'm not going to be ginger again. It's an ash blonde, it should be fine. We'll see. Hair was quite runny, and that could be partly because I mixed a L'Oreal developer with a Revlon color, but maybe it just is a liquid one. I don't know which part was liquid. It was runny, but that made it easier to spread around for sure. I didn't need to use my brush. I just squirted and pulled it down the length for an inch or so. Flipped it over, didn't add any more, just squidge, 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 and it went straight through. And I did about 1 inch sections because my hair is kind of thin and I don't need to do 1/4 inch sections, and I want to be quick about it. It was getting a little itchy around the back of my neck on the hairline there. I have wiped it off with a wet cloth and that's better now. But my head, my scalp itself feels fine so far, so far so good. It's turning ginger. That could be because of the John Frieda Go Blonder spray I've been using. It shouldn't be because of hard water buildup, because I just chelated and used a crystal clarifying packet for hard water one shampoo ago. So there shouldn't be loads of metals and minerals in there. Right, this is how it came out of the shower. Still wet. It's definitely lighter. It didn't seem to deposit much color. It just sort of lightened and didn't put any color in, seemingly. I mean, that's not Revlon's fault. It's, you know, my hair wasn't a blank canvas, and I did mess with their recipe. I'm gonna dry this. First I'll go show you in the light. In the daylight. Here we are. Well, it's not so bad, eh? It's plenty light. I can work with this. I can blue shampoo or purple mask or whatever I gotta do. I'm gonna blow dry now. Okay, here we are, all blow dried, and it's much lighter, and roots look good, and I'm happy with that. Look how natural it looks. I think I match my eyebrows. I actually, I was platinum blonde as a baby and a toddler. I suppose a lot of people were. I haven't been this light since I was maybe 5 years old. It's quite fun. And you know, when I used to use, my head's a little red, I guess just from the heat and being leaned over, but when I used to use the Revlon Color Silk Light Ash Brown, I would always end up with neutral brown. So you use the ash to achieve neutral. If I used the neutral, I would get a warm brown. So here I am having used the ash blonde, and I think I got natural blonde, like neutral. But that's fine. It's really good. I'm happy because it's been maybe 3 months since I used a 20 volume permanent dye last. Yes, it's just 3 days short of 3 months ago that I last used a permanent dye, which was the Superior Preference 8 Silver. And here I am. I'm so light. I'm a 10 now. That's what I wanted. And then in a while, my roots will look really dark when they grow in, because my natural hair is dirty blonde 7/8, level 7/8. So that's why I want to go silver. I'm going to go with this for a while, and then I'll put some silver dye on top. Meow, and she's hungry. And that will achieve my final goal, which is silver hair with the dirty blonde growing out, which should go well together. For now, I'm going to enjoy having 5-year-old hair again. So I did wash the dye out with baby shampoo because I want to be sure that I've got all that MEA and peroxide off my scalp. And also because it's a light color, I figured it wouldn't matter much in terms of washing the dye out while your cuticles are open. Maybe it did, I don't know, but it's more important to me that I get all that chemical off my scalp. Also, second thing I noticed, when I grab a piece of the end and put it up here, my ends are darker than my roots. So what I did with leaving it on the roots and mids for 10 minutes longer wasn't necessary. Should have just gone all the way down. Oh well, next time. And this is how it looks after using L'Oreal's Silver Gloss and a purple conditioner.